Rockets are now taking the field. The home plate umpire's meeting with the coaches is through. Wind still blowing in from the outfield. It's a cool evening, sun shining. Here's the Rockets defensive lineup for you. Over at first base, number 21, senior Matthew Campos. Second base, senior number 24, Ryan Alsop. At shortstop, senior number 2, Ross Stokes. At third base, sophomore number 7, Cameron Brown. In left field is number 6, junior Porter Wakefield. In center field, senior number 3, John Silva. And in right field, sophomore number 14, Jaden Fuentes. And your battery today for the Rockets, on the mound, right-handed pitcher, number 18, senior Michael Matheson. And his battery mate, number 15, senior Cinco Holloway. Wildcat lineup has changed just slightly from the first game. Leading off will be number 11, Eli Rodriguez. Eli in the first game was 1 for 4. He takes the first pitch delivery from Matheson down for ball 1. Here's Matheson's 1-0 delivery. And it's flied out to center field. Lazy fly ball. Silva moving in a few steps. Makes the catch. Record out number 1. Rodriguez is retired on the F8. Two-hole for the Clovis Wildcats, number 5, Javier Jimenez, shortstop. Javier made a few fine plays in the first game. Here's Matheson's first pitch to Jimenez. It's a fastball down and out. Ball 1. Here's the kick. Fastball up and in. Bends Jimenez backwards. Ball 2. Michael quick to work here. Fastball paints the outside corner. Strike 1 on Jimenez. Jimenez in game 1 was 1 for 4. There's a foul ball to the right side. Count remains 2-2. Sorry, folks, I missed a pitch there. I think Matheson's third pitch was a called strike. Here's a 2-2 delivery from Matheson to Jimenez. Foul ball or ground ball right at the plate. Matheson comes forward, fields it, throws over to first base. Campos with a nice stretch, and they retire Jimenez on the 1-3 put out. Great job by Michael there, bouncing off the mound and filling his position. Doing a great job to create an angle between the runner and him. Here's Wildcats hot hitter today, Josiah Mendoza. First pitch, fastball, strike down at the knees and in. I believe that's the first fastball Josiah's taken today for a strike. He's been tattooing fastballs. There's a breaking ball in that Mendoza pulls for foul. Fought to get his hands inside, but he couldn't get him in far enough to keep that fair. Here's the 0-2 delivery from Matheson, and it's a strike 3 on the outside corner. That's baseball right there. The hottest hitter in the first game goes down looking on strikes in the first inning of the second game. The Wildcats go quietly in the first, in order. In the first, no runs, no hits, no rocket airs, no men left on base. We'll be back with the Rockets coming to the plate in the bottom of the first after this short break on KSVPTV.com.
Hey, grab me one too.
Artesia General Hospital's family practice providers support the healthcare needs of every member in your family, no matter their age. With locations in Artesia and Carlsbad, our compassionate experts offer a full range of primary services and can help manage chronic conditions, treat illness and injury, and coordinate specialty care.
All right, welcome back, baseball fans. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. Clovis pitchers finishing up his warm-up tosses. I'll give you the Wildcat defense. At first base, number 14, Gabe Tapia. At second base, number 7, Quinn Culliver. At shortstop, number 5, Javier Jimenez. At third base, number 13, and that's Bernie Lopez. Out in left field is number 11, Eli Rodriguez. In center field is 15, Nathan McIntosh. And in right field, number 12, Kobe Rivera. On the mound today for the Wildcats is Jax Pipecorn, right-handed hurler, wears number 4. He'll be throwing to number 6, Jackson Garcia. Here's his first pitch to Rocket, leadoff hitter, shortstop Ross Stokes, fastball up, ball 1. Stokes in the first game was 1 for 3. Here's the 1-0 delivery, breaking ball misses behind Stokes for 2-0. Stokes hit the ball hard a couple of times in the first game. Fine play by Jimenez out at shortstop, retired him in his last at-bat. Fastball in the outside corner takes the count to 2 balls and the 1 strike, called strike there. Good take by Stokes. Still ahead in the count. Here's a 2-1 delivery from Peepcorn. Oh, he steps off. It's timeout granted by the home plate umpire to Stokes at the plate. There's a fastball out in the left-handed batter's box, ball 3 to Stokes. Ross needs to continue doing a good job letting the ball travel so he can barrel it up. Said he hit the ball hard in the first inning with only 1 hit to show for it. And there's a fastball up and in, and Ross takes ball 4. He's on first base on a base on balls. Now at the plate, senior second baseman, number 24, Ryan Alsop. Ryan needs to sit back a little bit. Seemed a little bit jumpy on the ball in the first game. Let that ball travel, maybe think middle away here early and let the ball get deep. He can barrel the ball up. There's a fastball taken, strike 1 on the outside third. There's a pick to first base by Peepcorn, and Stokes is back in. There's a fly ball out into center field. McIntosh has a beat on it. Circles on it. He makes the glove side catch, and Alsop is recorded F8 for out number 1.
Now batting Cinco Holloway.
Still just a little bit of travel there in Ryan's body on that swing right there. He'll find it, though. Now at the plate, senior backstop, number 15, Cinco Holloway. Here's Peepcorn up. There's a pick to first base, checking Stokes. Stokes did have a stolen base in the first game. As a matter of fact, he singled, stole second, and scored. There's a breaking ball taken for Cinco, strike 1. Peepcorn settles in. Here's the delivery. Fastball outside, taken for ball 1. Evens count at 1-1. Seen Peepcorn play a few times, but never seen him on the mound. He's usually a catcher, solid catcher at that. Coach Cruz trying to find his arms, getting ready to head into district. There's another pick to first base. Stokes is back in safely. See if Alvarado gives him the green light here to run. Cinco sees a lot of breaking balls. Stokes with a good lead. There he is, and he's off and running. Cinco does foul off a breaking ball. He's a little out front. Possibly a change up there. It's way out in front. It was a good jump by Stokes, but Cinco fouled it off, and he'll retreat back to first base. See if Stokes still has the green light here. He stays at first. There's a fastball up, and it's going to be fouled off out of play to the third base side. Holloway still alive in the 1-2 count. Wildcat third baseman Bernie Lopez tracked that all the way to the fence, and it got out behind the fence and out of play. See if Stokes is on the move here again on the 1-2 count. Nope. There's a fastball fouled off. Again, it's fouled back out of play. Count remains 1-2. Peepcorn doing a good job with the last two fastballs, elevating them, and all Cinco could do is pop those up out of play. See if he doesn't try to climb the ladder again. It was up but out of play, not tempting enough for Cinco to swing at that. Even the count at 2-2. Back to another decent running count for Stokes right here. Let's see if Alvarado has him on the move. Stokes a modest lead. Oh, it's a fastball in. Must have missed just in. It takes the count to full. 3-2. Jackson Garcia wanted that pitch, called a strike, and just didn't get it. Must have missed just in on Cinco. Breaking ball, call, strike 3. Holloway is retired on strikes there. Took a breaking ball over the heart of the plate. Now at the plate, number 21, senior first baseman now, caught the first game, Matthew Campos. Here's Peepcorn's first pitch delivery to Campos. He swings over the top. There's a back pick attempt from Garcia over the top. And Stokes is back in safe. Campos down in the count, 1 strike. Swung over the top of a changeup there. Peepcorn toes the rubber. Checks Stokes back to first base safely. Peepcorn back in. Campos steps in. Peepcorn is set. There's another check of Stokes over to first base, and he's back in safely. Coach Cruz trying to keep Stokes at a scoring position here with the middle of the Rocket lineup up. Ross with a good lead over at first base. Oh, and it's a great jump. It's a breaking ball, and he's going to have stolen base. Second base stole easily. Matthew takes that breaking ball outside, evens the count at 1-1. Stokes with another stolen base. Stole that clearly on the pitcher. Garcia did not stand a chance to throw him out there. Ross broke on first movement. He was in before Culliver received the ball and tried to apply a tag at second. Here's Campos with 2 outs, a runner in scoring position. Tough time of day right here. Sun's trying to get down. Fastball up above Matthew's hands, and he swings through it. Down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good fastball from Peepcorn there. Above Matthew's belt. Not much he could do with it, but it was in the strike zone. Stokes with a good lead. Peepcorn shows the inside move to second base, and Stokes is back. Trying to keep him close. Don't want to allow him to score on a Shallow single. Here's Peep Corn's 1-2 delivery to Campos. It's a breaking ball, and it gets away from Garcia, and Stokes will advance to third base on the wild pitch. Garcia stood no chance to block that ball as it was outside in the left-handed batter's box. Breaking ball at that, so kicked away from him as well. Matthews back in the count at 2-2 here. Matthew looking for that all-important two-out knock here with the runner in scoring position. Peep Corn in the windup. Fastball. It struck well. It's a high fly ball. McIntosh runs underneath it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. And the Rockets will strand a runner in the first inning. So the Rockets strand one runner. No hits, one runner left on base, no runs, and no Wildcat errors. At the end of one complete inning, we're tied up 0-0. We'll be back on KSVPTV.com.
I'm a pretty calm, cool, and collective guy, but
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
All right, baseball fans, welcome back. Top of the second inning. Leadoff hitter for the Wildcats, center fielder number 15, Nathan McIntosh. Nathan retired the last out. He takes first pitch from Matheson. Strike one called, fastball on the outside edge. Michael, quick worker. There's a ground ball up the middle, fielded by Alsop. Fine play, throws on the run. Crosses body over to Campos to retire the speedy McIntosh at first base. Fine play by Ryan there. 4-3 put out, made a tough play look rather routine there. That ball was up the middle. Ryan fielded it on the run, threw on the run, and threw a strike across. Now hitting right fielder Kobe Rivera. First pitch from Matheson is down and in. Fastball taken for ball one. Kobe made a fine diving catch in the final inning of game one to keep the Wildcats ahead. Matheson's second pitch is a fastball up and away for ball two. Fastball, the 2-0 pitch taken by Rivera for strike one right at the top of the strike zone and in. Here's the 2-1 delivery from Matheson. Same pitch, fastball up and in on the strike zone and taken for strike two. Evens the count at 2-2. There's a sharp line drive out the left field by Rivera for a single. Took a fastball down, and he promptly laced it out to left field for a single. Kind of made a no-no there by Michael. Was establishing his fastball up in the zone, and then he throws a fastball down, and the lefty just dropped his barrel right on it for a single. Now up at the plate is today's pitcher for the Wildcats, number 4, Jax Peepcorn. He takes first pitch from Matheson, ball, fastball outside. Matheson comes set. Bounces the fastball in. Good job by Cinco there to block that. 2-0 is the count on Peepcorn. Jax did have a pinch hit in the first game where he grounded out. Here's the 2-0 delivery, a fastball up and away. Now 3-0 on Jax Peepcorn. Michael needs to settle in here, get back in the count. Needs to throw that strike one. And he does deliver a fastball right at the top of the strike zone on Peepcorn. 3-1. Needs to figure out maybe this umpire likes the strikes at the top of the zone. Oh, fastball in, and Peepcorn fouls it off to the right side. Takes the count to full. Good swing there by Jax. There's 2 strikes on him now. Double play depth for the Rockets up the middle. Brown even with the bag at third. Runner at first base takes off, and it's pulled foul. Took what appeared to be a low fastball, and he fouled it off down the third base line. Rivera was on the move on that full count delivery. He's running again. There's going to be a fly ball. Silva has a beat on it. He's running in. He makes that catch, and Rivera retreats back to first base. Fine running catch by Silva out there as that wind is pushing the ball toward the right field line. Him and Fuentes started to converge together, and Silva called off Fuentes for that play. So Jax is recorded out 2-F8. Now at the plate, second baseman Quinn Culliver. Here's the first pitch delivery. Fastball from Matheson misses in. Down and in on Culliver. Ball 1. Matheson comes set. Here's the delivery. Fastball's going to be pulled foul by Culliver into the first base dugout. Evens the count at 1-1. Culliver kind of getting around that ball a little bit. Here's Matheson's 1-1 delivery. Change up. It's hit a mile in the air. Fuentes is underneath that. He runs under it and makes the shoulder high grab to retire Culliver on the F9 and out number 3. So the Wildcats in that inning, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base, no runs and no Rocket errors. After 1.5, it's Wildcats 0, Rockets 0. We'll be back after this short break on KSVPTV.com.
What if you could look forward 1 year, 4 years, 40 years? What does the future look like? How will you ignite it? This is where the future gets fueled, where ideas come to life and identities flourish. This is where we define opportunity as individuals and as a pack. Being a Lobo is about so much more than the classes you take. It's about the mark you make on your world, because the journey starts here, but it never ends. What will you ignite?
All right, well, welcome back, baseball fans. We're here at the launch pad on the campus of Robert H. Goddard High School, coming to you from the Barry Matheson press box here at the launch pad. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Leading off will be Rocket third baseman number 7, Cameron Brown. Cameron had an infield single in the first game. It was 1 for 3. He'll be facing right-handed hurler for the Wildcats, Jax Peepcorn. Brown steps in. Peepcorn's in the windup. Here's the delivery. First pitch fastball on the outside corner called strike 1. Good fastball there at the top of the strike zone on Brown. Here's the 1-0 delivery, the 0-1 delivery, and Cameron swings through it, goes down. 2 strikes in the count. Fastball down and in on Cameron. See how Peepcorn, he shakes off the first sign from Garcia, shakes off the second, the third. Here's the windup and the delivery. He wanted the fastball. He does get it in there, and Brown fouls it off to the right side. Using the old shake one philosophy, getting Brown thinking, what pitch is he going to throw? And he kept shaking a couple. Now let's see if Jax goes to his secondary pitch here. It's a breaking ball. Down and away. Great job by Garcia that back there, and he blocks it. It's ball one. Kept that ball right there at the plate in case Brown swung over the top, and he'd have to complete the strikeout. But counts 1-2. Showed him the breaking ball. Let's see if he goes back to the fastball. And he does. And Brown will have a single out into shallow left center field. Good job by Cameron right there. Got that on the end of the bat, and it just got over Javier Jimenez's reach at shortstop and out into left center field for a single. It's like my coach always told me, they don't have ugly hits, they just have hits. And the Rockets needed one. Now at the plate, senior center fielder, number 3, John Silva. John had a stand-up RBI triple in the first game that tied the ball game at 2-2. And unfortunately, the Rockets stranded him there at third base. He shows bunt and takes ball one up above his head. Silva showing bunt brings third baseman Bernie Lopez in onto the grass. Culliver and Jimenez are at double play depth up the middle. Peepcorn comes set, delivers another fastball up, and Silva still showing bunt, but pulls back and takes ball 2. Lopez charging extremely hard. Let's see if Alvarado changes the bunt to slash here, trying to catch this big hole here on the left side. Lopez is creeping further in, and exactly, he does pull back, and he misses with a fastball up and in to go 3-0. Both Peepcorn and Garcia thought that pitch might have been a strike, but the home plate umpire did not agree with them. 3-0. 3-0, that's correct. That's all that matters is what the home plate umpire says. There's a fastball up above, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Silva. And the Rockets have 2 runners on with DH Jaden Herrera coming to the plate. Herrera, sophomore catcher. Don't really know how much action he's seen on the varsity level, but seen him play a few JV ball games and swings the stick pretty well. And Coach Alvarado taking an opportunity to get some of these young guys some reps against a quality baseball team. Coach Cruz always brings down a quality baseball team from Clovis. They play the game right. Let's see what the youngster can do. I believe Jaden's a sophomore. Where's number 20, right-handed hitter? Tapia creeps in at first base. And he does bunt, lays down a great sack up the first base line. It's going to be a tough play. He beats it out. It's going to be a hit for Jaden Herrera. Great bunt. Deadened it right at the plate.
Now batting number 14.
Right in between where Garcia and Tapia tried to field it, and Culliver could not get there in time. It's an infield single for sophomore DH Jaden Herrera, and the Rockets have the bases loaded here in the bottom of the second inning. Now at the plate, Jaden Fuentes. Jaden was 0 for 3 in the first contest, had a well-hit ball out to shortstop, and like a lot of the players did in that first game, Jimenez made a fine play and threw Jaden out across the diamond. Jaden takes ball 1 there on a breaking ball up and in. Might have had an opportunity there to wear a pitch and get a RBI on the hit by pitch, but he's up in the count 1 ball. And he lines one out into left, out in front of a fastball. Boy, is Jaden Fuentes, and he evens the count at 1-1. Jaden hit that pretty well, but he yanked it foul. He's going to have to let that travel just a little bit more and stay inside of it. Here's the 1-1 delivery from Peepcorn. Peepcorn in the windup. Corners are up. Oh, and he bounces one in the dirt. It gets by. Brown does not see that ball get by Jackson Garcia. And here at the launch pad, there's not much room behind the catcher, but when it does trickle past the catcher, you want to do the best to go ahead and make your attempt and steal home plate. Brown stayed at third base, and Fuentes is now up in the count. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a 2-1 delivery. Fuentes swings and pops it up out of play to the right side. Evens the count at 2-2. Tough situation here. We've had a couple of pitches here where we've had an opportunity to get this runner in from third base. Jaden still has another opportunity to get this done. Here's a 2-2 delivery from Peep Corn to Fuentes. Breaking ball on the outside, and he swings over the top for out number 1.
Now batting Porter Wakefield.
We had a pass ball there and a breaking ball up and in, and we wound up with out 1. Now at the plate, junior left fielder, number 6, Porter Wakefield. There's the first pitch delivery. Wakefield fouls it off straight back. Foul ball a little bit up on Porter, but had a good swing on it. It's the kind of pitch you could have elevated to the outfield, so don't mind that hack on it. Wildcat defense is Tapia and Lopez at the corners, and they're in. Jimenez and Culliver are playing at double play depth, and the outfield is at medium depth. Runners for the Rockets, Brown at third base, Silva at second, and Jaden Herrera over at first base. Jack's Peepcorn toes the rubber. He's in the windup. Here's his 1-strike delivery. Fastball over Wakefield's head, and he ducks out of the way. Don't know if that could have hit him or not. It might have been over his head, but opportunity for one of these Rocket hitters to wear a ball and drive in a run. There's another elevated fastball, and Porter fouls it off straight back. He goes down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Porter hitting in the 9-hole today, playing left field. See if Peepcorn goes to the breaking ball here up in the count, 1-2. Gets his sign from Garcia. Here's the delivery. It is a breaking ball. Great job. He grounds it back to the pitcher, and he's gonna record the 1-2 put out, and Brown is recorded out number 2 at the plate.
Batting Ross Stokes.
Porter just stuck his bat out there, and he hit a 1-hopper back to Jax. Jax gathers his feet, threw a strike back to Jackson Garcia, and they recorded Brown out at the plate. The Rockets still have the bases loaded with the leadoff hitter, Ross Stokes, at the plate. Ross in his first at-bat drew a walk. Here's the first pitch. He takes the first pitch fastball down and in for strike 1 called. Rockets could sure use a knock here to unload these bases here. Good lead by Silva, or Silva's here at third. Good lead by Herrera out at second. Stokes asked for timeout, and it's granted at home plate right in the middle of Jax's windup, but it was granted, and he stopped. Here's a delivery from Peepcorn. It's a fastball on the outside, called strike 2. Ross down in the count, 0-2. Ross, a good 2-strike hitter. Here's the 0-2 delivery from Peepcorn. Breaking ball out in the left-handed batter's box. Great job by Garcia to keep the ball there. It's a ball. Not a competitive miss by Jax. He toes the rubber. He steps off. Him and Ross playing a little cat and mouse with each other. He steps on, steps off, Stokes steps out. Here's the 1-2 delivery. It's a fastball, misses up and out, bringing Garcia out of his stance. Evens the count at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 delivery from Peepcorn to Stokes. Fastball taken on the outside corner for strike 3, and the Rockets strand. The bases loaded. Boy, that's a tough way to the Rockets had the bases loaded with no outs and could not scratch a run across in that inning. The Rockets will leave 3 runners on base with 2 hits. Like I said, 3 runners left on, no runs, no Wildcat errors. After 2 complete hits, 0-0. And we'll be back after this short break on KSVPTV.com.
What if you could look forward 1 year, 4 years, 40 years? What does the future look like? How will you ignite it? This is where the future gets fueled, where ideas come to light and identities flourish. This is where we define opportunity as individuals and as a pack. Being a Lobo is about so much more than the classes you take. It's about the mark you make on your world, because the journey starts here, but it never ends. What will you ignite?
All right, baseball fans, welcome back. Now hitting for the Wildcats, first baseman Gabe Tapia. Where's number 14? First pitch from Matheson, ball up, ball 1. The last inning, the Rockets stranded a golden opportunity there. Bases loaded with no outs and could not scratch a run. There's a fastball from Matheson taken for strike 1 on the outside edge. 1-1 to Tapia. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And it's called strike 1. He could not check his swing. Strike 2. Matheson bounced a changeup there, and Tapia could not check his swing. See if Matheson elevates a fastball here and can get Tapia to chase. Nope, misses with the fastball down and away, evens count at 2-2. Michael likes to work quick, gets back on the rubber. Here he's in the wind. Here's the 2-2 delivery to Tapia. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Matheson on Tapia for out number 1. Good fastball by Michael there on the outside third of the plate. Tapia swung right through it. Now hitting Clovis third baseman, number 13, Bernie Lopez. Here's the first pitch delivery to Bernie. Swings over the top of a changeup. He's down on the count 1-0. It's out in front of that pitch. Here's the 0-1 delivery from Matheson. It's a line drive single out into right field. Fielded on one knee by Fuentes. He gets it back into Alsop. And Lopez is on base with a single. Now to the plate, leadoff hitter for the Wildcats, Eli Rodriguez. Where's number 11? Flew out to center field in his first at-bat. Matheson comes set, delivers. First pitch. It's a ground ball to Stokes. Glove flip over to Alsop. The turn. It's a great double play turn there for Alsop and Stokes to Campos over at first base to end that inning. The true twin killing right there. Lopez is out 6-4 at second base, and Rodriguez is out 4-3 at first for out number 3. Boy, that was a professional-looking turn by Stokes and Alsop. Stokes with the glove flip. Alsop steps on the base, throws across his body, throws a strike over to Campos. The Wildcats go down with one hit, no runners left, one runner, no runners left on base, no rocket errors. After 2.5, the score is still 0-0. Rockets and the Wildcats. We'll be back after this short break on KSVPTV.com.
Artesia General Hospital's family practice providers support the healthcare needs of every member in your family, no matter their age. With locations in Artesia and Carlsbad, our compassionate experts offer a full range of primary services and can help manage chronic conditions, treat illness and injury, and coordinate specialty care. Whether you need a medical provider for your entire family or are getting on track with your annual checkup, we're here for you. Reach out today at artesiageneral.com/family.
Welcome back, baseball fans. Leading off for the Rockets in the bottom half of the third inning is number 24, Ryan Alsop. Here's the first pitch delivery from Jack's Peepcorn. Breaking ball down and away, misses wide, ball 1 to Ryan. Ryan flew out to center field in his first at-bat. Here's the 1-0 delivery. There's a good hack at a fastball, and Ryan fouled it off straight back. Right on that pitch. Ryan gets in. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. There's a sharp hit ball. That ball's going to be out in the gap. And it's off of Rodriguez's glove for a stand-up double. Stand-up double for Alsop out there. He got a fine swing on that ball. Struck it well. Rodriguez ran a long way, and the ball just went off the edge of his glove, but that's a hit all the way for Alsop. It was a long run for Eli Rodriguez out there in left field, and Ryan is into second base with a stand-up double. Now at the plate, Rocket catcher, number 15, Cinco Holloway. Jax comes set, checks Alsop at second base. Looks again, here's a delivery. Breaking ball misses up to Holloway for ball 1. Ryan out there chatting it up with Lopez and Culliver. You know how middle infielders are, they all know each other. Peepcorn shows inside move, throws back to Culliver, and Alsop is back in safe. They're out there trying to get Ryan talking. Hopefully he would forget to go back to the bag. Jax comes set, looks at Alsop, ready to deliver to. There's another pick back to first base, just a step-off throw. Alsop back in safe. Peepcorn comes set. Here's the delivery. Oh, and he hits Holloway in the ribs with the fastball, and Cinco will be down to first base. Maybe the Wildcats are going to try to load the bases here and get the Rockets in a situation with runners on base. Going out to a courtesy run for Cinco is number 12, Nathan Herrera. Rockets in business again. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Matthew Campos up at the plate. Matthew struck out on 5 pitches in his first at-bat. Yeah, Cinco wore a good fastball right in the rib cage there. He's a catcher. He's used to getting hit by plenty of baseballs, except he usually has gear on. See if Alvarado puts on the bunt. Tapia's in on the grass over at first base. Campos takes a fastball in for ball 1. Good fastball from Peepcorn there. Firm velocity. Kind of scooted Matthew back there in the box. Here's the 1-ball delivery. Campos swings at an elevated fastball and fouls it off the right side out of play. Evens the count at 1-1. Jack's back there, the rubber. Long look in. He comes set. Checks Alsop. Alsop breaks. It's hit and run. It's perfectly executed. Foul ball down the right field line. That ball was fouled by inches. It's a great job. Both runners were in motion on that pitch. Campos did a great job getting his hands inside and using the right side of the field. He just fouled that ball just inches outside of the right field foul line. Matthew now down in the count, 1-2. One good thing is Tapia is still playing in over at first base with 2 strikes on the hitter. Big gap over there between Tapia and Culliver because Culliver is holding on also up over at second base. Jimenez in the... There's a fastball in, taken for ball 2, evens the count. Peepcorn and Garcia are definitely wanting that fastball in. Coach Cruz asking his catcher, is that ball missing in? Catcher's in a dilemma there. Does he make the coach upset or the umpire upset, saying it's a strike, getting the umpire upset, or saying no and making his coach upset? Breaking ball gets away from Garcia. It's a wild pitch. Both the runners will advance. Once again, Garcia, no chance to block that pitch, and its count's going to go full to Campos. That pitch was outside the left-handed batter's box. And both runners, thank you, will advance on a wild pitch. Jackson, the windup. Coach Cruz brings his infield in to cut the run. Matthew asked for timeout at the plate. Jax was shaking off a few pitches there. Now we got timeout from Garcia and Peepcorn, and Garcia will discuss the pitch sequence, this full count delivery to Campos. Rockets with 2 runners in scoring position. Nathan Herrera, the courtesy runner at second base, and leadoff hitter for this inning. Ryan Alsop over at third base had a stand-up double to lead off this inning. Here's the full count delivery. Breaking ball misses up, and the bases are loaded with no outs. The Rockets are going to give this bases loaded situation another try. This is back-to-back innings where we've had the bases loaded, and that tempts Coach Cruz to call a timeout. He's going to come out and have a visit with Jax Peepcorn and Jackson Garcia, the Wildcat catcher. Coach Alvarado will call over Cameron Brown, who had a single in the last inning out into left center field. He'll meet with Silva and Alsop over at third base. The Wildcat infield will meet out at second base. And we'll see what's going to happen. Let's see if one of these umpires are going to make a move out to Coach Cruz and ask him, are you going to make a change? Or we're going to end this visit up. Let's get it rolling. He may be waiting for the home plate umpire to come out and break this meeting up and ask him a question, but nope. The base umpire goes out and breaks up the meeting, and we'll get back to action here. Jackson Garcia retreats back behind the plate. Cameron Brown makes his way to the plate, the batter's box, and Jax Peepcorn toes the rubber. And we're back to action here. Jax gets his sign. He's in the windup. Here's the first pitch delivery to Cameron Brown. Oh, he steps off. Thought we would have gotten that pitch called during the meeting. All right, here we go. All right, Jax. Here's the first pitch delivery to Cameron Brown. Here's the wind. First pitch fastball paints the outside corner, taken for strike 1 by Cameron Brown. Cameron looking for a pitch he can elevate to the outfield. A ball that he can drive into the gaps. Here's the one strike delivery from Peepcorn. Fastball misses down and out, says home plate umpire. Evens the count at 1-1. I think Jax believed that was the same pitch he just threw, but like we said earlier, it's up to the home plate umpire. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball up, and Cameron swings at it. It's a pitch up and out of the strike zone. Had no chance to contact that ball. Here comes Peepcorn with the 1-2 delivery. Culver and Jimenez are double play depth. Lopez and Tapia are in at the corners. Breaking balls fouled off to the right side. Good job by Cameron to spoil that pitch. Count remains 1-2. Cameron needs to just try to keep that approach even on the fastball. Just stay inside and try to drive it to the right side. It's a bigger hole over there between Tapia and Culver. Decent leads here. Campos got a decent lead over there. We got to be careful not to be doubled up on a line drive. There's a third base. It's going to be. He's safe. He's safe at home plate. Jackson Garcia thought it was a force out at the plate. Lopez caught the ground ball, stepped on third base to force out number one there. And Alsop running to the plate is safe at the plate. So that will be an RBI fielder's choice for Cameron Brown at first base. Cinco Holloway is recorded out 5U at third base for out number one, and the Rockets still have two runners on. John Silva up at the plate now. Peepcorn in the stretch and delivers a fastball at the top of the zone for strike number one, called to center fielder John Silva. Running at second base is Matthew Campos. Over at first base is Cameron Brown. John Silva at the plate. Peepcorn comes set. Here's the delivery. Breaking ball breaks over the heart of the plate. Called strike two on Silva. Good breaking ball there by Peepcorn. Silva needs to shorten up, get this ball on the ground, use his wheels. Let's get another runner over into scoring position here, although we have Campos in scoring position right here. Here's the 0-2 delivery from Peepcorn. Fastball out of the strike zone. Great job by Garcia to catch that ball out in the left-handed batter's box. Jackson Garcia moves well back there. And Peepcorn being a catcher himself, I'm sure. There's a breaking ball down, and Silva almost takes out first base coach Ed Henry over there. It got he didn't have an opportunity to move out of the way. It was just thankfully missed him. Silva barreled that ball up. He let it get good and deep. Great job by John there on a fastball down. Count remains 1-2. Coach Henry was just frozen in his tracks, and good thing he didn't move because he might have jumped into the way of it. Silva still down in the count 1-2. Breaking ball misses again, and Garcia has to go out in the left-handed batter's box again. Evens the count 2-2. If Jax is throwing that slider, he's missing with it just out. 2-2 delivery. Fastball in, call strike three, and Silva is down on strikes for out number two.
Now batting number 20, Jaden Herrera.
Now at the plate, number 20, today's DH for the Rockets, Jaden Herrera. Jaden had a bunt single in the first inning. Now comes to the plate with a runner in scoring position and two outs. Facing Jax Peepcorn. Jax looks in. The catcher, Jackson Garcia, comes set. Here's the first pitch delivery. Fastball. It's going to be lined out to left field. It's fair. Oh, it's a foul ball. Home plate umpire signals foul ball. Must have been fouled by inches down here. But nonetheless, it's strike one on Jaden Herrera. The runners will retreat. Jaden was already standing at second base. Campos had already made his way to home plate. And Brown was already headed to third base. Coach Alvarado thought that ball was fair, but once again, all that mattered was the opinion of the home plate umpire, and he called it foul. Here's the 0-1 delivery from Peep Corn to Herrera. Breaking ball misses up. Evens the count at 1-1. That ball didn't miss fair by much. Guess I'm old-fashioned. I missed the old chalk down the lines. Maybe it would have hit some chalk and chalk would have flown. Nowadays they paint these lines and paint doesn't fly up in the air. Here's a 1-1 delivery. Herrera swings over the top of a changeup, fouls it off right at the plate. He's down in the count 1-2. Campos with a good lead at second. Fastball misses away to even the count 2-2. Jaden showing a good eye there at the plate. Peep Corn comes set for the 2-2 delivery. Herrera fouls off a fastball up. Count remains 2-2. The young DH is battling up there. Peep Corn looks in. Gets a sign from Garcia. Here's a 2-2 delivery. Breaking ball. It's tomahawked out to center field, and McIntosh will have a play on that. And he records Herrera out number 3 on the F8, and the Rockets leave 2 runners stranded in that inning. So for the Rockets in the bottom of the third, it is 1 hit, 2 runners left on base, 1 earned run, no Wildcat errors. After the end of 3 complete, Wildcats 0, Rockets 1. We'll be back on KSVPTV.com after this short break. All right, baseball fans, welcome back. The Rockets in the last 2 innings had had the golden opportunity to score, break this game right open. They had bases loaded in the last 2 innings and have managed 1 run on 1 hit in those situations. Now to the top of the 4th we go. Leading off for the Wildcats will be shortstop number 5, Javier Jimenez. Javier grounded out to the pitcher in his first at-bat. Takes the first pitch from Matheson. Matheson bounces in a fastball, ball 1 to Jimenez. Jimenez plays a fine shortstop for the Wildcats. Here's the second pitch delivery. Fastball in the outside corner, taken strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1. Matheson back to work quickly. Change up, grounded out to Stokes. Fields it cleanly. Fires across. Nice pick by Campos at first base to record the out and complete it. Jimenez is out on the 6-3 putout.
Now batting.
Stokes fielded it cleanly, threw it a little bit short to Matthew over at first base. Matthew did a great job picking that ball out of the dirt. Great stretch. Now up Josiah Mendoza. Mendoza struck out the first inning. There's a fastball down and in underneath his knees, or at his knees, for a called strike one. There's a slider down and in, and Jimenez swings over the top of it. It's on his back knee, and he's down in the count 0-2. Jimenez widens out for his 0-2 approach. Fastball down and in. He fouls it off his front foot. Count remains 0-2. Michael gets that ball back from Cinco, and he's back on the mound. See if he elevates a fastball up and away here for Jimenez. He did, but not quite up. Jimenez does a good job fighting it off. Fouls it off into the net behind the plate. Mendoza. Excuse me, it's Josiah Mendoza. How could I forget him? He was 3 for 3 in that first game. Josiah wears number 17, left-handed hitter. There's another breaking ball, and he pops it up. Here on the third base side, let's see if Brown has room. And it's out of play. Foul ball count remains 0-2 on Josiah Mendoza. To see Michael elevate a fastball here around his letters, but up and away. There it was. Mendoza, great job fighting those tough pitches off, and he's fouling them off. Michael executing some good pitches, and Mendoza doing a great job just fouling them off. Here's the 0-2 delivery. And there's going to be a running catch by John Silva. Josiah Mendoza took a breaking ball down in the middle, and he lined it out into right center field, and Silva made a fantastic running catch out in center field to retire Mendoza for out number 2. Now at the plate, Wildcat center fielder, number 15, Nathan McIntosh. Here's the first pitch delivery. Fastball fouled off. McIntosh a little bit late on that fastball. He fouled it off the fence in front of his teammate's dugout over on the first base side. Good job by Michael here getting ahead of hitters in this inning. Here's the one-strike delivery. Fastball up and underneath. McIntosh swings it through it to go down in the count 0-2. See where Michael goes with this 0-2 delivery. Another fastball up, and McIntosh does foul this one off. Good job by Michael attacking the upper part of the zone. Wildcat hitters can't get their barrel on that ball up there. They do, they're just going to pop it up, and they're fouling it off right here. There's a fly ball. Flare out to right field. Jam shot. He flared it out to right field, and it made it out. Fuentes fielded it on one hop, and it's going to be a 2-out single for McIntosh to right field. Now at the plate, right fielder number 12, Kobe Rivera. Kobe had a single his first time out to left field. Matheson comes set. Here's the delivery. Strike one on the outside corner to Kobe Rivera. Once again, Matheson getting ahead. Michael comes set. There's a delivery. It's a pop-up into shallow center field. Silva coming in, calls everybody off. He makes the play on the glove side for out number 3. Great job by Michael there to stop that threat by the Wildcats. The Wildcats in that inning have one hit, one runner left on base. No earned runs, no rocket airs. At the end of 3.5, it's Wildcats 0, Rockets 1. We'll be back on KSVP TV after this short break.
Are you or a loved one having a hard time getting to your medical appointments? At Artesia General Hospital, we believe that transportation should never be a barrier to good health. That's why we're excited to announce our new non-emergency medical transportation services. Each of our vans is wheelchair accessible, and our friendly certified drivers go the extra mile by meeting you at your doorstep and ensuring a comfortable ride to your Artesia General Hospital services. Rides are available Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Schedule your ride today by visiting artesiageneral.com/transportation or calling 575-736-8211.
All right, welcome back, baseball fans. They have Jax Peepcorn on the mound for the Wildcats. He's at unofficially 71 pitches. Leading off for the Rockets is Jaden Fuentes, the right fielder. Jaden was a strikeout victim in his last at-bat. Here's a first pitch, and he swings at and fouls it off to the right side on a fastball in. Here's Jack's one-strike delivery to Jaden. Another fastball down. Fuentes fouls it off to the right side. He's down in the count 0-2. Popcorn back. Here's the windup. Fastball up. He tried to do the same thing Matheson's been doing, attack Fuentes up in the zone, and Jaden fouled that off. He's still down on the count 0-2. Peepcorn, like Matheson, gets the ball, gets back to the rubber. They work quickly. Keeps his players alive. Here's the 0-2 delivery to Fuentes. Breaking ball, he swings over the top. Good block by Garcia. He'll complete the strikeout with a throw down to first base, and Fuentes is down on strikes. Now at the plate, left fielder number 6, Porter Wakefield. Porter on his last at-bat reached first base on a fielder's choice. He grounded back to the pitcher, and the pitcher chose to go to first base and cut down the runner at home. Here's the first pitch delivery to Wakefield. Fastball down and away, taken for ball 1 by Porter. Peepcorn attempting to go the distance. There's a breaking ball in, taken by Porter for strike 1, evens count at 1-1. Wildcat hurler Daniel Herrera in the first game had a complete game victory. Here's Jax's 1-1 delivery to Porter. Fastball misses down and away. Porter up in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Porter looking for a ball somewhere he can handle and drive out there. Jax looks into Garcia. Here's the delivery. Fastball fouled off of Garcia's shin guards. Evens the count at 2-2. Porter might have been out in front of a breaking ball there. Gonna have to shorten up here, put something in play. Peepcorn long look in. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Breaking ball misses down and away to make the count full. Full count. Peepcorn has a sign. Looking to deliver here to Porter. Called strike 3. Fastball at the top of the zone. Might have been a little bit up in Porter's mind, but the home plate umpire made that decision, and it's a strikeout looking for Wakefield. Now at the plate, Ross Stokes. Stokes in his last at-bat. Called out on strikes with the bases loaded. Ross looking to get a 2-out rally started here. Takes first pitch fastball, strike one on the outside third. Peepcorn back to work quickly here. He's in the wind. Here's the one-strike delivery to Stokes. Another fastball. Misses just outside, evens the count at 1-1. Home plate umpire could be hearing a little bit from the first base dugout. Here's the 1-1 delivery from Jack's Peepcorn. Drops down, slider slides in there for called strike two on the inside third of the plate. Jack's doing a great job pitching east to west. Fastball's away, sliders in. Pretty good approach. Here's the delivery to Stokes. Fastball on the outside third. Taken for called strike three, and Stokes is down looking again to end the inning. And the Rockets go down in order. No runs, no hits, no men left on base, no Wildcat errors at the end of four complete. Clovis 0, Goddard 1. We'll be back after this short break on KSVPTV.com.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Bob Reed Pest Control is committed to providing the most modern pest management for our clients. Bob Reed Pest Control is involved in every aspect of pest management, from general insects to trees, shrubs, and yard treatments. Also, Bob Reed Pest Control is the only authorized operator for the Centricon Termite Colony Elimination System. No job is too large or too small. We are Southeast New Mexico's pest management headquarters. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today, 623-5344. Find us fast in names and number.
Delivery to Jack's Peepcorn. He takes a fastball down and low from Michael Matheson for ball one here in the top of the fifth inning. We're in the middle of a pitching duel. There's second pitch from Matheson, another fastball down for ball two. Pitching duel between Michael Matheson and Jack's Peepcorn. One run up on the board for the Rockets. There's a fastball that misses up above Jack's head. He's up in the count 3-0. Michael overthrowing a little bit here. Needs to settle back in, getting ahead of hitters. There's a fastball down and in. Called strike one at the knees of Jax. Peepcorn, a right-handed hitter, wears number 4. Takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike number 2. Jax was running down to first base. He thought it was ball 4. Count's full. Michael's back to the rubber. Here's the windup and the full count delivery. It's a ground ball over to first base. Smothered by Campos. Matheson covers on the PFP, and it's Peepcorn is recorded out number 1 on the 3-1 put out. Great job by Michael not giving up on that play, getting over and covering because Campos had bobbled that ball. Now at the plate, left-handed hitting second baseman, number 7, Quinn Culliver. Here's the first pitch delivery. Fastball bounces in for ball 1. Michael back to the rubber. Here's the windup. The 1-ball delivery to Culliver. Fastball up, and he swings through it. Evens the count at 1-1. Culliver shaking his head, knows that he shouldn't have swung at a pitch up there. Michael tried it again, and this time Culliver took that pitch. He's up in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Michael back to work. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Fastball, it's rolled over to first base. Smothered by Campos. He'll step on the bag for the 3-U put out. Out number 2.
Now batting number 14, Gabe Tapia.
That'll bring to the plate Wildcat first baseman, number 14, Gabe Tapia. Gabe, a strikeout victim, his first at-bat in the 3rd inning. Here's the first pitch from Matheson. Swings over the top of a breaking ball for strike 1. Like I said, Matheson back to work quickly. Fastball's popped up to the right side. The wind's going to push that out of play. Matheson way ahead, 0-2 on Tapia. Michael in this situation has been attacking the top of the zone. He goes with a strike at the belt on the outside edge for called strike 3. And the Wildcats go down in order. Zeros across the board. No runs, no hits, no Rocket Airs, and no Wildcats left on base. At the end of 4.5, Wildcats 0, Rockets 1. We'll be back on KSVPTV.com after this short break.
April 8th is National Line Worker Appreciation Day. Central Valley Electric Cooperative's linemen work hard to keep the lights on and often do not receive the recognition they deserve. Being a lineman is not a glamorous profession. Most of us can ride out a storm from the comfort and convenience of our home. However, CVE line workers are on call 24/7 in case severe storms or other circumstances cause the power to go out. If you see any lineman, please take the time to say thank you to the power behind your power. CVE would like to thank all line workers for their courage and commitment to powering our communities, not just on Line Worker Appreciation Day, but every day.
Attention.
All right, welcome back to the Launchpad, baseball fans. We're in a 1-run ball game between the Wildcats and the Rockets. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Rockets will be senior second baseman, number 24, Ryan Alsop. Ryan on his last at-bat, laced the ball out in the left center field for a stand-up double. He would later score on a RBI groundout or a fielder's choice by Cameron Brown. Still on the mound for Clovis is right-hander number 4, Jax Peepcorn. Unofficially, we have Jax at around 85 pitches. He's in the 5th inning. We'll see what Coach Cruz chooses to do here. Here's the first pitch delivery to Alsop. Breaking ball away, called strike 1. Peepcorn looks in. Here's the 1-strike delivery. Another breaking ball down the way, and Alsop swings over the top of it to go down to the count. 2 strikes. Good pitch by Peepcorn. In the same window as his last pitch, but just off the plate. Ryan swung over the top of it. Ryan going to have to widen up, shorten up here, get something in play. Peepcorn wastes a pitch outside in the left-handed batter's box. Alsop takes it for ball 1. Tried 3 breaking balls in a row there, and he just missed badly with the last one, but he's still ahead in the count. Ryan ready to battle him. Here's the 1-2 delivery from Peepcorn. Fastball up, and Alsop pops it up on the third base side. Bernie Lopez settles underneath it and makes the catch to record out number 1. Now at the plate, Cinco Holloway. Cinco's last at-bat wore a fastball right in the ribs to load the bases up. His first at-bat, he was a strikeout victim, called out on strikeouts. Cinco swings through a slider there in the middle of the plate. He's down in the count, 1 strike. Here's the one-strike delivery from Peepcorn. Change-up. Cinco swings over the top of that one. He's down in the count 0-2. Cinco out in front of that pitch. Peepcorn steps off, wants another call from Garcia. Back on the rubber quickly. All the ways in, ready to battle Peepcorn here. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Another breaking ball, misses down and away. Taken for ball one. 1-2 on Holloway. Like I said, pitchers duel. These pitchers doing a fine job stopping these bats. There's a fastball pulled down the line. It's fair. It's a fair ball, and it's going to be a stand-up double for Holloway down the third base line. Not much. Gets by Bernie Lopez over here at third base, and that one got right by him over the bag. It went over the bag. It's a stand-up, one-out double for Cinco Holloway. Holloway goes to second base, and he's replaced by courtesy runner Nathan Herrera, number 12. He'll be the runner at second base with one out. Now hitting at the plate, first baseman Matthew Campos, number 21. Matthew had a base on balls last at bat. He went down 2 strikes and then battled back and won the at bat, drawing a base on balls. Lopez dove. That ball got right over the bag. Like I said, not much has gotten by Bernie Lopez. Good glove man over there at third base. But that one got down the line. Eli Rodriguez did a great job retrieving that and holding Holloway to a double. Rockets are in business here. Runner in scoring position with one out. Still the middle of the lineup. Campos in. Peepcorn comes set in the stretch. First pitch is going to be lined out to center field. It's going to be a play at the plate. McIntosh with a strong throw to the plate, and it's not in time. Nathan Herrera scores on the RBI single by Matthew Campos. A liner, one hop out to McIntosh, and McIntosh's throw from the outfield just took Jackson Garcia up the first base line, allowing Herrera to score from second base. Great job by Matthew. Took a first pitch fastball, had an RBI single out to left center field. That is going to prompt Coach Cruz to call a timeout, come out and visit his pitcher. Looks like we're going to have a change. A pitching change for the Wildcats. That will be the ball game for Peepcorn. Let's see if he goes from the mound to behind the plate, or is it going to be a straight change? But Matthew Campos, a great job, was aggressive on a first pitch fastball, and he promptly lined it out to center field. McIntosh retrieved it on one hop to his arm side, but like I said, his throw just kicked off the mound to the first base side of the plate, and Jackson Garcia didn't have an opportunity to tag out the speedy Nathan Herrera, who scored from second base. Now pitching for the Wildcats will be number 17. He'll go from DH to pitcher, is Josiah Mendoza. The Rockets have seen Josiah Mendoza. They saw him in the Southwest Classic Tournament. It was a 4-2 ball game where Mendoza went the distance and was the tough luck loser. I don't think he gave up a hit from the fourth inning on in that ball game, but suffered the loss. The Wildcat defense let him down a little bit in that ball game, if I recall things correctly. He'll come into the ball game and face Cameron Brown and John Silva, barring any double play or anything like that. So Brown will see the new pitcher. Cameron on the day had a single in the second. Reached first base on the RBI fielder's choice in the third, scoring Alsup. And now we'll face the new pitcher, Josiah Mendoza. And I was correct. Peepcorn will go from the mound to catcher, and Jackson Garcia will be out of the ball game. I have Peepcorn at. Were you able to? How many pitches? How many pitches for him? 94. Coach Cruz pulls Jackson at 94 pitches, and he's behind the plate now. I know he's a good catcher. We got Campos over at first base with the left-handed throwing Josiah Mendoza on the mound. Where's number 17? He'll face Cameron Brown. Here's Mendoza's first pitch. Fastball misses away. Ball 1 to Brown. The Rockets facing a left-handed hitter left-handed pitcher in the first game. Didn't do a good job of letting the ball travel. Let's see if they'll do that with Mendoza. There's a fastball on the outside edge called strike 1 on Brown. Evens the count at 1-1. Mendoza appears to be a little firmer velocity-wise than Hernandez was. Similar arm slot. There's a fastball, misses down and away to Brown. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Campos over at first base, a modest lead. Mendoza looking to get this ground ball so he can get out of this inning. Timeout is called at the plate by Brown, and it's granted by home plate umpire. We're back to action here. Mendoza's in, toes the rubber, comes set, lifts. There's a pitch on the outside edge. It's ball 3, 3-1 to Brown. Three and one to Brown. I didn't see Mendoza go warm up. He came straight from the dugout, but he knows he may have ran behind the press box here and got loose down the line. Brown swings at a fastball in and swings over the top of it. Count is now full. Swung over the top of that. Might have been out in front of that pitch just a little bit. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball away. Brown waves at it, and he goes down and strikes for out number 2. That'll bring to the plate senior center fielder number 3, John Silva. John on the plate on the day has a base on balls in the third. Strikeout looking in the base on balls in the second, strikeout looking in the third. And we'll have a pinch runner for Matt Campos at first base. It'll be number 16, Tyler Conrad. And we'll see at the end of the inning if Coach Alvarado chooses to re-enter Campos. But Conrad pinch running for Campos at first base. Here's a first pitch delivery to Silva. Breaking ball misses outside. Ball 1. Conrad runs at first. Silva at the plate. Silva, one of the few guys that did let the ball travel a little bit as he had a stand-up triple down the right field line. There's called strike at the upper levels of the strike zone on Silva. Fastball taken for strike 1. Even the count at 1-1. Mendoza comes set, delivers fastball up. It's ball 2. Looked very similar to the previous pitch, but it was called ball. Must have been outside, a little further outside. Must be getting cold out there. The Wildcat defenders are dancing around, trying to stay warm. There's a fastball in, and Silva fouls it off to the right side. Evens the count at 2-2. Silva looking for something down that he can drive out to the right side. Modest lead by Conrad over at first base. There's a fastball up at the top of the zone, misses, full count. Conrad needs to be careful, make sure he sees this ball out of Mendoza's hand to the plate. We don't want to get picked off with we don't want that out to be made at first base. Here's the delivery. Fastball misses high, and it's ball 4. Silva draws a walk.
Now batting number 20, Jaden.
Brown, Conrad will advance to second base. He's the pinch runner for Campos. Now hitting DH Jaden Herrera. Jaden has a bunt base hit in the second. Flight out to center field in the third. This will be his first time to see Mendoza. Mendoza delivers. Bounces a fastball in. Good job by Peepcorn to keep the ball there. Herrera up in the count, 1 ball. Mendoza takes a deep breath, toes the rubber. Gets his sign from Peepcorn. Kicks. There's a liner out to right field and a running catch by Kobe Rivera out in right field. That was a good piece of hitting by Herrera. Squared up the ball, and it was a fine defensive play by Kobe Rivera to record out number 3 on the F9 out in right field. A running catch by Rivera out there, and that will end the Rocket threat. The Rockets will score 1 run on 1 hit with 2 runners left on base. 1 hit, 2 runners left on base, 1 earned run. That's 2 runs for the Rockets. No Wildcat errors. At the end of 5 complete, it's 0 for the Wildcats, 2 for the Rockets. We'll be back after this break on KSVPTV.com.
High school students and parents of high school students, do you want to visit Eastern New Mexico University from the comfort of your own home? Then plan on attending the ENMU Virtual Open House on Saturday, April 20th, starting at 10 a.m. You can get a virtual tour of campus, talk virtually with current students, and win great prizes. Sign up today at enmu.edu/open house. Eastern New Mexico University, student success. That's what we're about.
All right, welcome back, baseball fans.
For the Wildcats, number 13, Bernie Lopez.
Leading off for the Wildcats will be third baseman, number 13, Bernie Lopez. Bernie's 0 for 2 in this ball game, 2 strikeouts. This game moving along. We're in the top of the 6th inning here. Here's the first pitch delivery from Matheson. Breaking ball taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Good pitch by Michael. Here's a 1-strike delivery. Another breaking ball on the inside this time, taken for strike 2. And Lopez is quickly down in the count, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-strike delivery. Fastball bending Lopez back, taken for ball 1. Michael's back on the rubber, working quickly here. Here's the 1-2 delivery. There's a ground ball straight back on the 1-hopper to Matheson. He'll throw it over to Campos to record the 1-3 put out. Good job by Michael out there fielding his position. That was a hot 1-hopper back to him. And Lopez is out for out number 1 on the 1-3 put out. Now at the plate, left fielder Eli Rodriguez. Oh, it's number 2. Excuse me, there's been a change. Number 2, Jerome Williams back now in the ball game. He swings at a first pitch fastball. Here's a lazy ground ball to third base. Fielded by Brown, strong throw across. And Jerome Williams is recorded out number 2 on the 5-3 put out. Sorry about that, folks. Missed Jerome Williams coming into the ball game for Eli Rodriguez. Now hitting will be Javier Jimenez. Javier takes the first pitch fastball down for ball 1. There's a sharp ground ball through the right side by Javier Jimenez. It's going to be a single. Took a fastball inside out of that to the right side.
Now batting number 17, Josiah Mendoza.
That'll bring to the plate pitcher, number 17, Josiah Mendoza. Josiah flew out to center field on a fine running catch by John Silva's last at-bat. His first pitch to Mendoza is a fastball up and away for ball one. There's a ground ball up the middle. Alsop fields it. And it's kicked out there. Going to be E4 for Mendoza. And he'll reach first base, and Jimenez will be at second. Now at the plate will be number 15, Nathan McIntosh. Michael Matheson doing a great job with his pitch count. Unofficially, we have him around 76 pitches. He's got 2 outs here, 2 runners on. McIntosh at the plate. McIntosh had a single his last at bat, and there's a shot out to center field, and it's a line drive out. Allowed out by McIntosh. He took a first pitch fastball, lined it out to Silva for out number 3. I don't think McIntosh missed much of that ball. He squared it up, but it was just a line drive right at Silva. So Matheson did a great job pitching out of that traffic. The Wildcats in that inning will have 1 hit, 2 runners left on base, no earned runs, and 1 rocket air. So at the end of 5 1/2, the Wildcats are still at 0, and the Rockets have 2. We'll be back on KSVPTV.com after this short break.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
All right, baseball fans, leading off for the Rockets in the bottom of the 6th inning will be pinch hitter number 17, Garrett Langley. Garrett, a senior, right-handed hitter, takes first pitch fastball down below the knees for ball 1. Garrett listed as a pitcher first baseman. Here's the ball 1 delivery. It's a fastball in. Garrett takes it for strike 1, evens the count at 1-1. Mendoza quickly back to work. Fastball down low, hits the dirt, ball 2. Mendoza back to work, Langley in. Here's the delivery. Fastball on the outer edge, called strike 2, evens the count at 2-2. That was a good, firm fastball from Mendoza on the outer edge. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Fastball, and Langley swings over the top of it for strikeout and out number 1. That's Mendoza's second strikeout in as many innings. Now at the plate, number 6, Porter Wakefield, left fielder, swings through a good fastball, goes down in the count. 0-1. Mendoza, here's the 0-1 delivery, fastball up and away. Porter takes it, ball 1, evens the count at 1-1. Porter needs to do his best to slow Mendoza down. Mendoza's working quickly, trying to get in rhythm. Porter fouls off a fastball to the right side. He's down in the count, 1-2. Guess I don't blame these pitchers. It's getting a little cool out there. The wind's still blowing. Get the ball and want to deliver it. These hitters need to be in a mindset. He bounces a curveball in there, and Wakefield does a good job taking it for ball 2. It's 2-2. Don't let these pitchers get in a rhythm, and pitchers want to do the best thing to disrupt rhythm. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Fastball misses badly away. It's full count. Mendoza back after a deep breath. Toes the rubber. He's in the windup. Here's the lefty's delivery. Full count. It's grounded out to the right side. Culliver retreats, fields it, throws the ball past. That's going to be an E4. Wakefield hustling down the line. He reaches base on the poor throw from Culliver to Tapia. E4, and Wakefield is on base. Now at the plate is senior shortstop number 2, Ross Stokes. Ross is a strikeout victim his last 2 at-bats. Looking to change that right here. Takes a fastball on the outside, calls strike 1. Looks like the plan for the Wildcats has been to approach Ross early away. Ross has been taking a few fastballs there on the outside edge, refusing to offer it those. Mendoza comes set. There's a fastball out, and it's up, and it's taken for ball 1. One is the count on Stokes. Mendoza comes set, kicks, delivers. Oh, Ross took a pitch down in the dirt, but it was called strike 2. It was called strike 2 on it. So Ross down in the count 1-2. There's a fastball miss up and away. Evens the count at 2-2. Ross might be a little in between right here. Just got to battle through it. Mendoza comes set. Decent lead by Wakefield over at first base. Bounces in a changeup. Ball gets away from Peep Corn. It's going to be a wild pitch. And Wakefield will advance to second base on the wild pitch. And the count goes full on Stokes. Wakefield advanced to second. Full count right here on Ross. Like to see Ross make the decision here, not leave it in the officials' hands. Ross asked for timeout, and it's granted by home plate umpire. Wakefield in scoring position at second base. Runs decent. It's no pitch. No pitch. Mendoza delivered the pitch, and the ball had not been put back in play by the home plate umpire. Stokes thought it was ball 4, but the umpire called no pitch, and we'll do it all over again. Here's the full count delivery to Stokes from Mendoza. He looks in, agrees on the call. Here's the pitch. Stokes swings at a fastball up, strikeout. And Stokes, after that strikeout, has been ejected from the ball game.
Here we go. God dang it. That's why this guy didn't get the call here. Here we go.
We have a break in the action here. We'll take a brief break on KSVPTV.com. We'll be back in a moment.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment and our...
All right, folks, welcome back to baseball here. Now at the plate for the Coyotes, for the Rockets, is number 24, Ryan Alsop. Still got Porter Wakefield in scoring position out at second base. We have 2 outs. Here's the first pitch delivery. It's a fastball, misses badly outside to Alsop. Mendoza back in there with 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Ryan looking to get that 2-out knock here. Here's a delivery. Ryan out in front of a changeup or slider there, fouls it off to the right side. Evens the count at 1-1. Mendoza comes set for the 1-1 delivery. Oh, misses Alsop with a fastball inside. Ryan got out of the way of it, missed peep corner and everything, got to the backstop. Wakefield advances to third base on the wild pitch. Wakefield now 90 feet away from scoring, and Alsop up in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Mendoza now in the windup. Steps off. Here we go. He's back on now. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Fastball on the outside edge taken by Ryan for a strike 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Wind and the delivery. It's a ground ball out to second base. Culliver fills it. Throws it to first. And he's out at first base on the 4-3 putout, and that ends the Rocket threat. No runs in that inning. 1 runner left on base. No hits for the Rockets. No Wildcat errors that inning. So at the end of 5.5, it's Wildcats 0, Rockets 2. And we'll be back after a short break on KSVPTV.com.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
To plant or not to plant? That is the question. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Our tomato plants and pepper plants are ready to go. If you plant them now, you might have homegrown tomatoes and peppers before anyone else, or the frost might kill them. As Clint Eastwood would say, do you feel lucky? You'll either be the smartest gardener in the county, or you'll get to replant them all over again. I say go for it. You'll get more practice and we'll get more business. This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company, and I apologize to William Shakespeare.
All right, we have a defensive change for the Rockets. Ryan Alsop will be moving to shortstop. And entering the ball game for Ross Stokes is number 12, Nathan Herrera. Herrera in for Stokes at shortstop. At second base, and he'll be playing second base, excuse me. Alsop will move to short. Herrera will play second.
Off for the Wildcats, number 12, Kobe Rivera.
Michael Matheson still on the mound for the Rockets. He'll face right fielder number 12, Kobe Rivera. We're here in the top of the sixth. Michael trying to get a complete game victory here. He'll face Rivera, Peepcorn, and Culliver if Coach Cruz chooses not to go to any of his bench. Kobe on the day, 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out to center field. Here's Matheson's first pitch. Fastball. It is lined out to deep right center field. It's going to be a stand-up double. Stand-up double for Rivera on the first pitch fastball.
Now batting, number 4, Jax Peepcorn.
He took that fastball around his belt and drove it out into the right center field gap. Silva did a great job tracking that down to hold Rivera to a double. The park is fairly deep out here at the launch pad out in that area. Silva did a good job getting it and getting it back in. Now to the plate will be Clovis catcher Jax Peepcorn, who was today's starting pitcher. Here's Matheson's delivery. Breaking ball, call strike 1. Matheson comes set. Still got a 2-run lead. Another breaking ball right over the heart of the plate. Jax takes that for strike 2. Michael can be work on the edges here now. And it's a fastball painted on the outside corner for a called strike 3. And out number 1. That's a big out for Michael Matheson here in the 7th inning. Great job. That'll bring to the plate with 1 out, number 7, second baseman Quinn Culliver. Matheson comes set. Here's the first pitch delivery. He swings, and it's a line drive out, caught by Matthew Campos at first base. That's a run-saving play by Matthew Campos over there. The ball was struck well by Culliver, and it's a line drive out for out number 2 by Culliver to Matthew Campos over at first base. Now hitting it. The plate is number 14, Gabe Tapia. Tapia swings at the first pitch fastball and pops it up foul to the right side. He's wanting to give Matheson a short, quick inning here. Swing and a miss on a curveball down by Tapia, and Matheson is 1 pitch away from the complete game victory here. Rivera gets his lead at second. Nobody's paying attention to him. There's a ground ball up the middle. Fielded by Alsop, and he records the out at first base on the 6-4 putout. Fine play by Alsop up the middle. That will end the game, and we're going to have a complete game victory by Michael Matheson. Great job on the mound. We'll take a quick break, and I'll be back with some post-game stats after this short break on KSVPTV.com.
Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing, and I know you've heard me say that you can trust Trustmark, but I want you to know what that looks like in real life. A few years ago, we installed a beautiful new roof for an older woman who was recently widowed. She was an artist, and colors were really important to her. So when she said she didn't like the color of a brand new roof, we took that seriously. She had picked the color and signed off on it, but I just kept thinking, if she's going to walk into her house every day and be disappointed, then we're just going to redo it. So we did. We ripped that beautiful new roof off and replaced it with a slightly different color, and she was thrilled. Yes, it cost us quite a bit of money to make her happy, but I want you to know you can trust Trustmark to make it exactly right every time. If you have any roofing needs, call us at 575-755-ROOF or find us online at trustmarkroofpros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Bob Reed Pest Control is committed to providing the most modern pest management for our clients. Bob Reed Pest Control is involved in every aspect of pest management, from general insects to trees, shrubs, and yard treatments. Also, Bob Reed Pest Control is the only authorized operator for the...
All right, folks, welcome back to the launch pad. We had a split series. Clovis winning the first game 2-0, or 4-2, excuse me, and the Rockets winning the second game 2-0. A few numbers on tonight's game. The second game, winning pitcher is Michael Matheson. Complete game for Michael. He went 7 innings, gave up 5 hits, had 4 strikeouts, 1 rocket air. He gave up no runs. Great performance by Michael tonight to get that victory. For the Wildcats, the losing pitcher will be Jax Pipecorn. He went 4 1/3, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs. Both of those were earned. He had 3 base on balls, but 7 strikeouts. In relief was Josiah Mendoza. He went 2/3 of an inning. He had 1 base on balls and 1 strikeout. Hitting-wise today, for the Wildcats, they had 1 player with 2 hits. That was Kobe Rivera. He had a single and a double. Other than that, no Wildcat had more than 1 hit. As for the Rockets, we had Cameron Brown had a hit. Nobody on the Rocket team had more than 1 hit, but they did a much better job hitting with runners in scoring position. Driving in the winning run today was Cameron Brown with a fielder's choice RBI in the 3rd inning. He drove in Ryan Alsop. Cinco Holloway scored a run. Actually, it was his courtesy runner, Nathan Holloway, scored on an RBI single by Matthew Campos. So Campos and Brown had the RBIs for the Rockets. That'll take the Rockets to 8-5 on the season. And they're getting ready to head into district play. So for Coach Villarreal, I'll be signing off from the launch pad. This is KSVPTV.com signing off. Have a wonderful evening.